Good morning and welcome to this week's episode of the FORDY Runs, a weekly vlog. So this week we are heading, I'm just on my way now, to Essex, deepest, darkest Essex, because I am going to be pacing Pagey, who's in the Yorkshire Marathon video. You might have seen him on the other stuff. But I'm going to be pacing Pagey, hopefully, to a PB, 10k PB. But that's going to be a slightly different video, and that will come out after this one, like a week's time. But this week I wanted to talk about, because like structure and getting back on it, because I really feel like I'm ready to get back into a plan. So if, like me, you've come out of a big training block, it's always good to take a few weeks sort of, well, off really, and then get back into a headspace where you're ready to train, ready to get back on it. And I needed a few weeks where I've not really done a hell of a lot of running, which is good. But I got to that point, and you probably can resonate with this, it's like, I'm ready to start getting some structure in my running again. So my training plan doesn't actually start until the 6th of January, and I will do a video about my marathon training plan, as we always do. But I wanted to use the next couple of weeks to get some of that structure back in, to get some of those runs that I routinely do back into my week of running, because I need that, right? As I said openly, I run because of my mental health, right? So I need to get that structure. When my body's calling it, my mind's calling it, I need to get it in. So yeah, we started off the week by putting in the run that I needed, which was the Monday run. Now the Monday run's a good one. It's a benchmark setter, and it is that run that I can do 3 miles or out to 10 miles. And through my training plan, whatever I'm training for, I tend to use that Monday run as like a goal-paced workout eventually. And as I say, I extend it out depending on the mileage that I'm looking to do. Right, so first run of the week, 4 miles, 9-minute mile, just over actually. Easy pace today for that run, which was deliberate. Whew, even though they say now, still blowing. Mind you, I did speed up at the end. But yeah, 4 miles, 9-minute mile. Well, just over pace, easy pace for me. That was the idea of that run today, is it's easy pace. And then my plan with this run is to then basically build it out. As we get into sort of proper marathon training, I'll build that out. This will become a 6-mile goal-paced run. So whatever I decide in terms of my goal pace for London, this run will be all of that. So that's the idea of this run. And funnily enough, you can't really see it, but you might be able to. This is the sort of finishing stretch of the London Marathon. You've got about 2k from here. If you've ever done London, you'll know exactly what I mean, the London Eyes round there. But yeah, and then I'll go along there, and it's a great run actually. We might even do it on Wednesday, because Wednesday I've got 6 miles in the plan, and then we'll head up to sort of Pall Mall, that sort of way, Pall Mall and Buckingham Palace and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, so this run that I've just finished will end up being a 6-mile run on a Monday, with all of that at goal pace. That's the plan later on. But so this week, get it back in, started, get the frequency started. 4 miles, easy pace, just over 9-minute miles. Well happy with that. Yeah, really happy with that, in fact. So Tuesday back in the gym, which was good news. I've been looking forward, funnily enough, to get back in there. I sort of wound it down with the Berlin taper. Keen to get back in now. It did hurt like hell. No, I'm not going to lie, I dressed it up. But yeah, it did hurt like hell. And then I got home, and then we had, well, an exciting package. Right team, we've had an exciting delivery here at HQ. FORDY Runs also had a race bib as well, which I must get rid of. For that's a race for a few weeks. But yeah, it's that time of year again where I'm trying to think of like stuff for next year, training as well, but also like the YouTube channel and the content that we create. Now I've been playing around with different ideas. You may have noticed that on some of the videos, the weekly episode that we make, the weekly vlog. I've been trying to play around with some of the ideas and things like that, and I'll continue to do that into next year. But one of the things that sort of after watching other YouTube channels, and not running YouTube channels, I don't tend to watch many of them, but like the fishing channels and stuff like that I watch, and they were using sort of different cameras and things like that, and it got me thinking about it, because I'm always looking to improve what we do here at FORDY Runs. Now every year I replace the GoPro that I use at races and stuff, and this year I did a bit of work on it, because I thought to myself, no, we need to change it up a little bit. We do more of these flyaway races, more of these race weekend vlogs, more of that kind of content on this channel. Also with the shoe reviews and stuff like that, but you know, the more sort of, well, the running content, which is what the channel is like fundamentally known for to start with. I wanted to basically upgrade the cameras, and it's not cheap, to be honest with you. Again, I don't do YouTube to make money. Yeah, I do YouTube as a creative output for me. It really helps with my ADHD. Anybody who's got ADHD will understand in terms of the creativity. But I thought it was a moment in time, a point. I'm changing up my training, and I thought, you know what, we need to invest a little bit in the channel this year, so hopefully next year we keep improving, because that's the thing. And if you saw last week's video, you'll know it's all about keep improving, not just in your running, but in your other passions as well. So basically, we've got some new cameras. So that's basically what we've done. So we've changed it up a little bit. I am changing over. Now, this is solely probably for more you camera geeks. I'm changing over to DJI stuff. Now, on the channel at the moment, we've got like an Insta360 camera. We've got DJI drone. We've got the GoPros and things like that. And we've got a DSLR that I'm filming this on. But in terms of races and stuff, I've traditionally used the GoPro and the Insta360. So now we're sort of changing it up a bit. So I've gone here, we've got, where is it? We've got the Osmo Action, come on camera, 5 Pro. Now, I got this because the stability in it's great, but also the low light's good in it. Some of the stuff that we do is a little bit low light, and the GoPro is terrible. So if I like go into a store or I do something like that, the low light on the GoPro is awful. Another good example, like when we film like some of the live podcast performances, the lighting is never great. So I'm hoping with what this has got on it, that will help that. It's also like 8K and all that sort of stuff, and the slow-mo on it looks really awesome. So we've got that for races and things like that, and it's quite small, so it can fit in my pocket. I'm trying to get away with, move away from the Insta360. I don't like using that really long pole. I really don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't think it's safe. And then another big change. So for the vlogging, where before I was using a GoPro with like a media mod, which has got like a mic on it. You may have seen me at races with it. I've actually changed over to this. So this is the Osmo Pocket 3. This is the newish version. I mean, these have all been out for a while. But this is like a pocket camera again that will capture the sort of me to camera stuff that I do. You might have seen a lot of that on the channel. But like at the start of the race, like before I start running, you'll see me talking and mucking about basically. That's now going to be all on here. And again, great in low light, good, I think it's a 8K or something like that, but you know, good high quality. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to improve the quality. Now the other toy I've got in here is just the mic. So I've got one here. You can't, I don't know if it's out of shot, but down here I've got like a mic. I needed to get the second version of these mics because that basically Bluetooths up to all this stuff. So it's like a bit of a set that it all goes together. So yeah, new year, new toys basically. Hopefully you will notice the improvement in terms of the quality of the filming. Again, I'm always trying to improve in terms of the content that we make. And that's a battery handle, I think, for the thing. But yeah, I'm trying always to get better, make better videos, more engaging videos. But also improve the quality, and that's why I wanted to invest. I'm going to sell my other cameras, so you know, to fund this basically, because I can't afford to buy these outright because it's a what's it load of money. None of this is gifted, so yeah, I'm going to sell all my other cameras to basically then just use all this DJI stuff. So with that, the drone and all that kind of stuff, I'm in the sort of DJI world. But yeah, so that's the plan, changing up, trying to make improvements, even not just in the running, like as we're talking about this week in terms of getting back on it, but also on the content side of things. But these are like new toys. I'm very excited. I might even take these out on Saturday, and we'll come on to Saturday obviously later in the week, but I might come and take them with me on Saturday and start playing with them. But very exciting times here at 40 Rounds. It's like Christmas today. I then headed to club and we did a new route for Tuesday. Before we was doing like the laps and things like that, but we found a sort of hillier route. Now it's not very hilly around here at all. It's not like if you're living in Yorkshire, which is like really hilly. But yeah, we found like an up and down route that we're going to use. It's a 6 mile up and down route, which is great news because you can get some goal pace work up and down those hills. So we're going to use that. We found that, and I wanted again to get that in this week, so I can then start using that. I do tend to double run on a Tuesday, not double run, sorry. I do then usually do an extra sort of easy 3 miles after that 6 miles, but this week I was coaching, so that's fine, so I didn't do that. But yeah, that's eventually what I'll do on a Tuesday. Now Wednesday's a double run day usually, but obviously I don't need to do that at the moment. So again, it was a question of just getting back out there, and it's usually a day of easy paced miles, just aerobic building, you know, easy miles, which just do you the world of good on the best of days, right? So Wednesday was just a case of getting back down the embankment down in London, tracking along there, which was good fun. We played around with some of the cameras and things like that. Done. Woo! 4 miles today. And I tell you what, it was meant to be 6, but I did a harder 6 last night on that sort of new hilly route that we got. I mentioned it, but yeah, I cut today short because I looked into my mileage. I don't need more than sort of 25, 30 miles this week. So I'm currently tracking for 27, which is perfect. But I tell you what, my chest is really hurting after I did that gym yesterday. Oh, I haven't done it for ages. Like here, my pecs or my moves, they're well hurting. Every time I'm running, they're hurting. But again, that's the whole point of getting back in the gym. So I had a couple of weeks that ain't hurting, but man, I can feel that today. I really can. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. Again, easy pace today. Trying to get back into this, purely doing runs at easy pace. Wednesday's run will drift out to 6 miles. I'll then double run it as well as we go later into the plan. Like in January, February, this will become a double run session, but I'll do 6 miles in the day, 5-6 miles in the evening, or I'll do 6 and 3, whatever. But one of them will be a harder effort, one of them will be an easier effort, depends how I'm feeling, and those double run days are very much driven by how I'm feeling, which is key. But yeah, so that's what we're doing Wednesday. I've got the new camera on, which is different. Hopefully you'll see some of the shots. Still trying to play around with that, and then I'm going to set up the other one now when I get back. So I'll figure that one out and probably use that one on the next run that we use. But yeah, so that's it. That's Wednesday done. Whew. Now rest days are important, and Thursday I took my rest day. I can at this time of year, and I do take 2 days if I need it. Or I may, do 3 miles on a Sunday, whatever. But in general, I always have one, and it's usually on a Thursday or Friday. If I'm doing bigger miles on a Saturday, long run, I'll take it on the Friday. But this week I took it on the Thursday, chilled out, that kind of thing. Just as important as anything else, right? I may, when we get further down the plan, use those Thursdays my second gym day. That's what I was tending to do for Berlin at the start of the Berlin plan, so that's probably what I'll end up doing again, and then have that rest day on Sunday. But again, I'm a little bit agile when it comes to my rest days, but they are important to get done, and it's nice again to sort of stick that in the diary now and sort of tick the box that I'm doing that properly. Another reason why I take the rest day on the Fridays, because usually that Thursday run is also my sort of interval higher effort session. Which could be a treadmill run, 20 minutes or 30 minutes actually with a warm-up cool down on the treadmill, with intervals on the treadmill. I like doing that. It's clean. I can just get on there, get it done and get out of there. So that's what eventually I will do, especially in winter time when it's not brilliant conditions, and that will come back in. I'll probably start doing that next week, but the treadmill will come back in next week. But this week I took that sort of mileage and I put it out on a Friday, and I got, I think 3 or 4 easy miles done. Right, okay, so that's 4 miles done. A little bit quicker than I wanted. I've got to take it easy because I've got to race tomorrow. I was going to do more today, but basically work's work, right? So just got out, got 4 miles done, 40 minutes basically, well, it's less than that, but yeah, just happy to be out. But yeah, crazy day at work. And I couldn't do anything other than easy because we've got the race tomorrow. But yeah, happy with that. Again, consistency is king. Stopped aching from the gym, which is kind of nice because that was still aching me yesterday on the top of my shoulders. I was carrying my rucksack around at work. But yeah, that's done. So yeah, so that's it really. So happy days, Friday run done. So today's Saturday, and this is another reason why I dropped the high effort this week, is because I'm going to do this 10K. Now this 10K is going to be, we're going to be running this at 7:30 per mile, which is down towards my tempo pace. Well, yeah, tempo pace. That's what I wanted to check. My lactate threshold is 7:29 at the moment. So that's what we're trying to run today. So that's why, again, I didn't do a high effort. That's going to be today. But like I said, you'll have to come back and check this video out once we've done the recording of the video, and that will be out probably next week. But yeah, 10K today. Get that done, smash that, and then tomorrow, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So tomorrow will just probably be easy miles. Whatever happens, I'm not really fussed either way. But again, it's important for me right now to get that run in, to get that structure in place, because I do want to have that structure in place ready for when we start the training plan. But yeah, new week, new goals. Like I said, I'm pumped up, fired up, really to try and get better at some of this stuff next year. So this was the sort of start of that, like I said, new toys, new way of thinking this week, new motivation to get going. And I would recommend anybody, who's got something next year, start early like I am, get some of that structure in, get some of those runs. You don't have to do the sessions, that's the key. You don't have to do the sessions that you may be doing later on in your training plan, which is basically what I've said I'm going to be doing, like, you know, in terms of extending some of those runs, doing the high efforts, you know, the treadmills and all this sort of stuff. But, you know, get back in the gym, do those sort of things, you know, start thinking about your hydrations, your food, you know, what you're going to do. I know we've got Christmas coming up, and that's going to be a challenge, you know, in terms of what you're eating and things like that. But, you know, if you can start getting some of the stuff in now, get some of those good habits going, that's really important. I think you'll benefit from it when your training plan does kick in the new year. And that's basically what I'm kind of getting at, is I want to get some of this structure in place now, start playing with it, enjoying it. That's the key, making sure you are enjoying your training. So then when January kicks in, when my 16-week plan that takes me all the way to the London Marathon kicks in, I'm in a good place, I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to enjoy it. Okay, so there we go, people. That's the weekly vlog done. As I said, next week, watch out for Paige's video. I've got no idea what he's going to do today, so we're heading there now. So let's see what he does. But yeah, thanks very much. Don't forget to subscribe. 22 million subscribers we're trying to get to, people, which I think is totally achievable by this time next year. But yeah, I shall see you all next week. Don't forget the live stream on a Monday, 8 o'clock. I'll catch you guys later.